What is going on, everybody? My name is Andres and welcome back to yet another video. And today we're going to be talking about how you can stop spending all of your damn money on stupid stuff, yeah? Alright, let's get to it. I know it's tough. As soon as you get into college, you see all these fancy new things and you just want to buy everything. You want to go out with some friends, spend some money at a theater, whatever, go to some parties, you know. But you can't just be spending money all the time. You got to set a cap. And so for that reason, tip number one is put a cap on how much money you're gonna spend each month. Alright, so it's very easy to get lost in how much you're spending every single month. So I highly recommend that you track how much money you're spending by writing it down in your notes on your phone, and you just say, alright, for example, like if you just bought, some gum at a store, you'd be like, alright, I'm gonna write this down every single time. And so you can keep track of it. And plus, it's like an extra hassle of like being like, alright, after I buy this, I have to write this down. And so it's gonna make it kind of a resistance for you to even want to buy that thing in the first place. Humans naturally want to pick the path of least resistance. And so by you adding more resistance to this, you're gonna make yourself not want something more. By tracking how much you spend, you are holding yourself accountable. This will also help you to not have impulse spendings, because you know that you only have a certain amount of money to play with every single month, and you're not going to just spend it on unnecessary stuff that you don't need. Number two is buy your groceries in bulk. So I would suggest writing down all the foods that you enjoy and that you feel like you're going to eat quite often, and you go to Sam's Club or you go to Costco and you buy these things in bulk so that you don't have to go back to the store every single 2 weeks to just buy those same things. And plus you'll be saving a whole lot more money by only attending the store like once a month. Alright, number three is view your money as time. Alright, if you ever worked like a retail job or any job that you get paid hourly, you know that you don't get paid a lot for 1 hour of your time. So a good way to determine whether you actually need something or not, or actually if you really want something or not, is realize, hey, am I willing to work 3-4 hours just so I can have this one object? If the answer is no, well then that's your answer. If you feel like you're making a good investment with your money and that those few hours that you would be working is going to be totally worth the actual payoff in the end, well then go for it. Something that I learned from the book Rich Dad Poor Dad is that we have liabilities and we have assets. Liabilities are things that are never going to give us a decent ROI and are only going to decrease in value as time goes on. Assets are things that are going to increase in value over time, and your ROI is going to simply increase. So ask yourself before you buy something, is this a liability or is this an asset? Okay, number four is buy a coffee maker. The amount of money that you're spending at Starbucks can really add up if you're doing this every single day. Alright, here's an example of this. If you're spending $4 every single morning for 5 days a week, that's going to equal to $20 every single week. If you buy coffee every single morning from the time you're a freshman to the time you're a senior, you're going to be spending $2,560 just on coffee. Now, that's just including the time that you're in school. With the 16 weeks and 1 semester, and you're doing that across 8 semesters. And so that's how much that's going to equal just in school. That's not even how much you're spending outside of school. That's quite a bit of money spent on coffee, and you can spend only a fraction of that if you just buy a coffee maker with some coffee beans and grinder. Like, you're going to be set. Okay, number five is buy your textbooks online. Universities tend to charge the most for textbooks and are very picky as to which books they take back if you rent it. That's why I suggest buying your textbooks online and then selling them later once you're done with the course. This really gives you independence when buying your textbooks and really just cuts out the middleman when you're buying your books. Okay, number six is ask for student discounts. There are tons of student discounts out there. All you have to do is just look and ask. A couple good examples that I'm sure everyone can relate to is there's Amazon and Spotify student discount. Take full advantage of being a student right now, because there's a lot of loopholes that you could find that will save you more money. Okay, number seven is make spending money more difficult. I touched on this a little bit in the beginning, but I'll kind of get more into depth with it now. So if you're going with your friends to the movie theater, or you're going to go to a party or something, and you know you're going to spend money, I would suggest only taking a certain amount of money so that you can only spend that amount. This will ultimately lead for you to be more frugal throughout the night. Another thing is delete shopping apps that make buying stuff easy. So I used to have these shopping apps where I could just buy clothes and shoes very easily. I could just find what I wanted and just press buy. However, if you delete these apps and you make the buying process a whole lot longer, then you're gonna be less likely to want to even buy the thing in the first place. Another thing is unfollow Instagram pages that are itching your spending habits. Alright, I've been there where I'll just be scrolling through Instagram and I see some sick retro ones and I'm like, I have to get these. But I have to know that I have to be in control of my spending habits, and I can't let those habits control me. For that reason, I unfollow pages that make me want to spend money on things that I simply just do not need. Alright, number 8. I feel like you guys are gonna like this one because I certainly do. Is reward yourself after you've gone a certain period without spending, but only after you earn it. If I've gone a certain period without spending and I've grinded for an exam and I ace that exam, then I feel like I've earned myself the right to spend money on something. This gives you some great positive reinforcement, and it gives you something that you could really look forward to. If you guys are gonna buy stuff online, I would suggest using Honey or WikiBuy or some other browser extension to where it gives you coupons and you end up saving money in the long run. So hopefully some of those tips will help you guys, and you guys will ultimately just spend less money and put some of that money back in your pocket. Thank you guys for watching, and you guys can do me a huge favor and like this video. Please comment, share, and please subscribe. And I'll be coming out with some of these videos a little later. So thank you guys for watching, and yeah, peace.
Who we flying with, bro?